all for coming out. Happy Italian Heritage Celebration. Hey Robert. So I wanted to welcome everybody here today, and hi. And it's my pleasure to introduce our mayor. Let me just say a couple words about our mayor. He has been so instrumental in thinking about what people need as they age in this city, and really thinking about how we create an age-friendly Boston. He's worked to get discounts for seniors. He's been thinking about housing and transportation and parks, all of the things that are so important to all of us as we live in Boston. So please join me in a very warm welcome for Mayor Martin J. Walsh.
Thank you, Emily. I want to first of all wish everyone a happy Italian Heritage Month. That's why we're here. One of the reasons. I think we got a couple of Italians in the room, right? All right. I want to thank you all very much. I'm going to ask Senator Boncori to come up in a couple minutes and say a few words, but I want to thank Joe for doing. First of all, congratulate him on getting reelected to serve his first full term as a state senator. I look forward to working with him. He's done a really nice job. I also want to thank your city councilor, our friend, Sala Mattina, who's doing an incredible job as well. I want to thank the Coast Guard for allowing us to be here today and have this great celebration. My second time here. A couple people, Antico Forno Restaurants. I want to thank Carla who provided the food today. Thank you so much for your help. The Boston Harborside Home, Langoni Funeral Home, thank you for doing your part as well. Thank you very much for what your help is. I just want to make sure I get all the thank yous out of the way. Anyone I missed, I'll get you later. This is interesting times in our country. After the election last week, there's been a lot of fear in some corners, uncertainty in other corners. And what I've been saying all along is that Boston, we're a special place. Boston is a city that a lot of great things are happening. The reason why we have great people like you in this room who have been in this city for so long. So regardless of who you voted for a week ago Tuesday, and regardless of all the things that are happening in this country, that doesn't mean as a city we're going to stop. We're going to continue to move forward as a city. We're going to continue to be united as a city. I don't know where anyone is in immigration, but I know one thing for sure. Many of us in this room are either immigrants or sons or daughters of immigrants that came to this country and built this country. And we have to remember that, and we're going to continue to move forward. As we look into the year ahead, I'm working with Joe and I'm working with Sal on thinking of how do we continue to move forward. Emily talked about one of the most important segments of people in our city are our senior citizens. And the other day, Comcast announced a program that is called the Comcast Internet Essential for Senior Citizens, and working to make sure that seniors have access to high-speed internet service, but also at a lower price. So they came back with that, and I want to thank them for that. I want to thank the Water and Sewer, and I said this last time we were together. Water and Sewer came up with a rate. If you're a homeowner in the city, and you obviously you have water and sewer, make sure you take advantage of the senior discount that we have. We're working on the senior discount right now. If you own a home in your city, make sure that you fill out your tax exemption if you haven't done that. If your house is in a trust, you can still fill out the document to get that exemption. So that was a question that somebody asked me. I forget where we were. One of the places, the last time we had a party, and it was the North End group that actually asked me. So those are things that we're going to continue to do to continue to move our city forward. We are blessed in this city. We are blessed to have a good, safe city. We are blessed. I know one gentleman grabbed me on the construction that with towers going everywhere. There's a lot of construction going on in our city. There's a lot of growth in our city. Some of it is very good for our city because it's about progress and moving our city forward. And some of it we have to keep an eye on to make sure as we move forward that it's something that the neighborhood wants and appreciates. Next spring, you're going to see a lot of work happening in the North End on sidewalks and streets and new sidewalks, and we're going to do a lot. There are some streets in the North End that we can't touch yet because water and sewer is still going down there. And I want to let you know that as the year goes on, we'll keep you notified because when water and sewer is done with their work, we'll be able to go back and do some work on those streets. So in the Prado, we're going to be doing some renovation to the Prado. We're working on a lot of different parks. The council is interested in looking at, not interested, we talked about it, is there a way for us to look at our community center in the North End, and is there a way for us to maybe redesign, rebuild a new community center at some point in the future? The schools in the North End are the best in the city, quite honestly, and some of your grandchildren go to those schools, and some of your kids might have went to that school, and you lost touch with the school, but there's some great things happening in the city, so we can't all be negative on what's happening. So I just wanted to come by and thank you for the opportunity to come by. I also, there was some news this week that affected the community. When I was a state representative, when I served in the House of Representatives, I served with a guy named Sal DeMacy. And Sal, I'm grateful that the judge did what he did, because our system should not be taking advantage of people that are sick. And Sal, as we all know, whatever happened, but he's been sick for a while, and he's going to be released the day before Thanksgiving, and you know, I'm grateful for that as well. So I want to thank you all. I'm going to turn the microphone over now. I'm going to give it to when you're in politics, you always respect your elders, all right? And Joe and my elder is a guy named Salamatina. So the dean of the delegation, we're going to bring him up here, all right?
Thank you, Mayor. Let's hear it for the mayor. He's doing a great job for us at Boston City Hall. Let's hear it for him. Well, I was going to say Happy Columbus Day, but that's over. But I'm so proud to be here as a grandson of Italian immigrants who came to this country in the early 1900s to make a better life for our family. So I am so grateful to celebrate Italian Heritage Month, because I celebrate my grandparents who came here from Avellino, Naples, and Sicily. So I have the best of both worlds. I am so fortunate to have the best of both worlds. But at home, when I tell my mother I'm Sicilian, she gets upset with me because she says, no, you're from Naples because you're born. I'm your mother and you're from, you live in a Naples, Avellino household. And my mother-in-law, right, she's Sicilian. And she's married. Her husband's from Naples. And, but she won't say she's Italian. She says she's Sicilian. But whatever. Listen, I am so grateful and honored to be your city councilor. I love the North End. You're like having hundreds of grandmothers for me. So I always enjoy coming here. So I'm going to be sure. I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy that day. Do not cook. Make sure you go out. Do not cook. I'm cooking that day. I'm cooking a turkey. The first year I left all that stuff in the turkey. It was terrible. But I learned. But anyways, I'm going to cut myself short and introduce my good friend, Senator Joe Boncore, who's doing a great job. Before he comes here, Aaron Michaels, as you know, has surgery, so he could not be here. So he wanted me to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. All right, so thank you all. Joe, come on up. And Joe's doing a great job here, isn't he? Let's hear it for Joe.
Thank you very much, Sal. And it's wonderful to be with everyone here today to kick off the holiday season that we're fast approaching. And I do, as the mayor mentioned, want to thank you all on behalf of myself and the representative for having us elected again last Tuesday and bringing us back to the State House to do the good work for your communities. And thank you. And I'm new, right? But I've been on the ballot about 4 times in the last 5 months, right? So I've been on this election cycle over and over again, and I haven't had a good lot of time to go out and enjoy myself. So I want to thank you for dancing with me today and helping me get some of the rust off. But it's great to be here today to celebrate our Italian American heritage. I'm an Italian American. It's great to have a mayor in the city who recognizes the contributions that Italian Americans have made to the city since its inception in building this city up. I was so happy during October, which was our Italian Heritage Month, to be invited by the mayor, and City Councilor Lamatina had a wonderful event on City Hall Plaza to raise the Italian flag. And it was the first time in a while that the Italian flag had been flown at City Hall on the front, and that's thanks to Mayor Marty Walsh. And And as I was leaving that event,
It took an Irish man to get an Italian flag hung. What's that all about?
that comes to my next point, because as I was leaving City Hall, going back up to Beacon Hill, walking to my office, I walked by the mayor coming from another event, and he had a group of people, and he said, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "City Hall, we were raising the Italian flag." Yeah, we talked about something else. And as I was walking away, he said to his entourage of people around him, he said, "You know, I love the Italian Americans. And don't we all love him too? Don't the Italian Americans love him?" But again, thank you all very much. It's wonderful to spend the day with you, and I want to wish everyone in the room a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Have a great one.
We're going to pick a few raffles out now, so I'm going to have the senator and the city councilor make one person happy and piss off 300. Hold on now. Here we go. We'll all pick one. I'll pick the first one. Number 50. 50. We have see that? A $250 gift certificate to the Verano Group, so that means Nikki's Places, any of them. That's a nice one. All right, we'll pick the next one. We'll have a counselor pick the next one. Sala Martina. Number 25. 25. All right, we're gonna go on once. Oh, we got 25 down the back. You want a $50 gift certificate, a $20 gift certificate to Pocari's. And we have one more. Senator Boncori. Mix it up now. Shake it up. I'm gonna play these numbers tonight. Number 15. There's a theme here. Number 15. Oh, we won. Okay, down the back. A $50 gift certificate to Go on Bananas. And we have some cookies we're going to raffle off in a little while. We're going to have you come back out here on the dance floor.